What are you high on, Eve? What are you high on, Eve? She's gonna be the first one on Diamox, I guarantee it. The Thorong La Pass, one of the most popular high-altitude mountain passes in all of Nepal. But just because it's popular does not mean that it is always safe. Okay, we're at 5,250 meters, 200 meters to go. Only 9 years ago, 43 people had died trying to make the pass. So although we knew we could do it, we still had to make it to the top. Are you farting around?
Yeah, he's farting.
What are you doing, Eve? No more farting around.
I downed a whole chili last night.
Nice.
Liquid. Cleansed.
Jesus Christ.
Doing alright there, girl. Welcome to Traveling with Eve. Right, Leo?
I'll let you know when it's gonna happen.
Must be all that doll bot, eh? Now, in order for you to make it safely across the pass, you have to prepare for the high altitude. Because when you go over this pass, you are at over 17,000 feet. That's over 5,400 meters. Luckily, we had been preparing for this by doing 3 high altitude training hikes. We had done this in order to acclimatize our bodies and minds. One of the first high altitude treks we did was Ice Lake. The second one we did was an Upper Menang route, and the third and final trek was Tilicho Lake. And on these practice treks, we had found that although we were confident trekkers, high altitude had impacted us in many ways. This is no joke.
Yeah, it is serious.
I think maybe we underestimated how much altitude impacts you a little bit, but that's I guess why we do the day hikes first. We'd actually lost one friend to high altitude sickness shortly after the Ice Lake hike, and another one of our friends couldn't make it all the way to Tilicho Lake due to high altitude sickness as well. So although we felt confident and although we were good trekkers and this had been done by many people before, high altitude was still something that we were worried about. Now the great thing about trekking through the Annapurna Circuit is that you meet a lot of different people and you get to experience a lot of different things. And there were many strange things that happened to us along the way. But none as strange as what happened when we came across a group of horses. Well, do you think a horse with 2 propane canisters strapped to it without any owners is safe? I'd say so. Not a single owner to be seen. Alright, buddy. Alright, well don't blow me up, please. This looks like, oh, there's more too. Just propane horses hanging out. After seeing this, it gave me an idea. You see, one of the local businesses at high altitude was transporting passengers by horse. Or donkey. Or horse-donkey. Mules, I think? So when we had eventually tracked down the owner of these horses, they were very happy to take us on a little adventure. We have good horses. Good horses. Are you sure?
He's gotta go wrangle the horses.
Are they good horses?
Yeah. Cowboy. He's
Okay.
gotta go wrangle them.
The propane horses that we saw are the ones that we're gonna be riding. We got some
Donkey
horses
and
to
horse.
ride, but they're donkeys. The mules. Okay. I'm gonna sit on a coat. Okay, we've got donkeys that we're riding.
I can't ride that.
What the heck is going on? Okay. You have to sit on this wood, sit on the wooden platform. Well, we got the donkey horses. The donkey horse. How's your donkey horse, Leo? Leo, is your donkey horse okay?
Manageable.
It's okay, alright. Donkey horse out. Oh man, my butt is so sore. Oh, my donkey horse is wandering. My donkey horse just left. Okay, hold on, donkey horse. Oh god.
Holy fuck.
Oh god. Who signed up for this? Oh, why does it smell like farts? We are officially riding the donkey horses.
Oh my god.
We got wood saddles up our butts. Oh. This is just painful. This is not what we expected when we were thinking of horse riding in the Himalayas. No wonder these guys were laughing so much. This has turned to no longer fun, just painful. How much pain can you endure, Leo?
Evan, if I
Oh,
don't have
shit.
kids, I'm blaming you. That's what it's come down to.
I take full responsibility for you losing your children. Okay, Leo, we're done.
Dude, we...
How do your balls feel, sir?
I can't...
Bye, Leo. Bye, Leo. See you tomorrow. Not a horse ride. Leo, are you gonna have kids again, do you think?
Dude, I'm like shaking right now because I can't feel my balls.
I know, me too.
How are you feeling now? Oh, he's riding it. Oh!
Look at him go. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Well, after losing some of our potential future children to these horse riding endeavors, we decided that walking would be the best route moving forward. Now, we had originally planned on staying in the lower camp before going the pass. That way we could make it all in one day, from low camp up to the pass and then down the other side. But unfortunately, after stopping in low camp, we had heard and we realized that all the beds were booked. So that gave us one option. We had to stay at high camp for the evening. Getting chapstick on your nose. the last ascent. We're climbing another 400 meters to get to high camp to go to the Thorong Pass tomorrow. Not elevation gain. How are we feeling, team? Yeah, I think that's it. Now, the thing about high camp is that you have to sleep at over 4,800 meters of elevation, and we did not know what we were getting ourselves into. We were not prepared to sleep at this high of altitude. We made it to our sweet little bedroom for the evening. At least we got a good view.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Traveling with Eve. Right, Leo?
Farting fart fans.
Hey.
Clumsy McClumsy pants. Day 10 earlier treacherous.
Always. One thing about hiking high altitude is that the accommodation is very simple. At such high elevation, there's no such things as washing machines. You get very basic and simple accommodation. But we didn't really care, because we had only had maybe 1 or 2 showers in the last 2 weeks. Alright, Leo. Day 10 and we're finally learning about Nepal. Tell me a fun fact.
Okay, when to go to Kathmandu. Spring. March to April brings comfortable temperatures. Through days can be hot in May.
That's an interesting one.
Come on, boring guy.
Okay, from altitude sickness, at least 3 trekkers die each year in Nepal from altitude illness.
Only 3.
Such deaths are preventable if trekkers follow the
Including
appropriate
Mount
steps.
Everest?
I don't know.
I feel like more than 3 people die per year at Mount Everest.
Tell him, Eve. Tell Mr. Bookman over there. Thinks he's so educated.
Think about it though, it's like not everybody dies from fucking altitude sickness. They probably like fall off into crevasses and stuff.
That's a good point he has.
People freeze to death, Eve. People get haste.
Haste is altitude.
Yeah. But then they get lost and then they fall in the crevasses or they like just freeze
Yeah,
to
but
death.
wouldn't that be from altitude? They get haste and it causes them.
I really don't care.
act.
I'm trying to read right now.
He's trying to educate himself, okay? We don't have Wi-Fi, we're educating.
Fuck yeah, I also found this book too. Elementary Economic Theory. I'll take a
Wow.
peek at that later.
It looks like it's the just brand new, freshly bought.
Yeah, from the 1980s.
Never read before.
No Wi-Fi here?
Now, the evening before we left to do the pass, we had one last small hike to do to try to help get our bodies to adjust one last time so that hopefully we could get a half-decent sleep that night. It was a little outlook, just over 4,900 meters, that gave us a moment to really appreciate just how high up in the mountains we really were. We took all of Eve's energy and she has none left.
Oh, is that a dull butt?
But we're at 4,900 meters, so nothing matters. Yeah, it's our Italian friend. Ciao, Bella.
Marian.
Nice to meet you.
Leo. Nice to meet you. Like the lion.
Yes, the other lion.
What about yours? That's pretty easy as well. Thanks for
After that, it was dinner, paying for our stay, and then we were off to bed. Today's the day we do the pass. Just under 5,500 meters. We slept last night at about 4,800 meters. It was definitely a little bit tough. You wake up breathing heavy randomly in the middle of the night. But it was surprisingly warm, even though it was like probably -8, -10 degrees Celsius last night. We've got a big pass to do today. We've had our battles with altitude sickness, but I think we're all doing well so far. But now we go to the pass, and we're one of the last people to leave here. They said that there could be winds up to 120 kilometers an hour. It usually starts around noon, and we should get there at the top probably by like 10 or 11 or so. It's gonna be a big day. Hopefully we make it. We'll see how it goes. So waking up and heading out to the pass, our spirits were high. Full energy. I don't know we're gonna make it if you use all your energy this early.
We've been preparing for our entire lives. Has arrived.
And we began to go. We began to do the last trek, the final day to get to the Thorong La Pass. It's cold, hard to breathe, but we're making it. And the further and further along that we went, the harder and harder it became. It's getting real cold up here. Altitude's kicking in for sure. I think we're just over 5,000. Our pace was slow and steady. It had been restricted by the high altitude, by the lack of oxygen. We couldn't rush the last part of this pass. And Eve was the one that was struggling the most out of us. She had picked up a chest sickness at some point along the way, and it really made the going a little bit extra harsh for her. Your cough's really kicking in. How you feeling at 5,200?
I feel good. A little bit light.
A little lightheaded. But we kept going, and we passed by some of our horse friends from before, making it easily over the pass with no passengers though, and cleared a way for a pack of yaks. Wow, this is tough. Just gotta keep going though. Whew, fight through the pain. All the way back there. And we're going up through the pass, up there. Wow. What a incredible experience. The breathing is tough. You feel like a little bit of this like a brain fog. Man, is it absolutely stunning up here. It's incredible being this high up in the world. And up we went until further, just over the ridge, we saw the end goal, the Thorong La Pass. At the top, we were ecstatic. We celebrated with our friends that we made along the way, people from Germany, from Italy, from France, from the United States. It was an international affair. The Germans and the Italians. Who would have thought? We made it! We made it to the pass! That's it over there. Hey. We did it!
Yes, man!
We made it! Oh. And after a quick cup of tea, we realized that the only thing we wanted to do at this point was make our way down. As much fun as it would have been to hang out at high altitude, we had no desire to linger and stay. Now to descend. Making my way downtown, walking fast, feeling that in a hot band. And although we had made it over the highest altitude pass any of us had been on our entire journey, our trip through Nepal was far from over, and we had many things left to do before we could call it quits. And so, our adventure continued. And let's just say, things got quite a bit more interesting. One of the most beautiful things, one of the most surprising things, one of the most incredible things was yet to happen. I hope you guys enjoy this. Tune in next week. I'll see you guys then.